Welcome to Kidmissing TV. These are your May updates. First, Julie Doe, the transgender Jane Doe, was identified as Pamela Walton. It just ticks me off that posts made about her by the DNA Doe Project kept getting removed by Facebook because she was transgender, and people would complain. They would report the posts. She had heel fractures of her cheekbone, nose, and a rib. She was beaten before. She did undergo gender reassignment surgery. She's been officially identified as Pamela Lee Walton. She was born in Carlisle, Kentucky, and was adopted as a young child. As an adult, she changed her name to Pamela and started her transition. She was about 25 years old when she died. We don't know what her name, well, they probably do, what her name Paul Lauritsen from the DNA Doe Project said, quote, Pamela's story includes many common themes that trans people face, from derogatory notations left in high school yearbooks about her to a headstone pre-carved with her former male name. It's heartbreaking to know that the community was not willing to accept her and the identity she chose. Yeah, I think you're going to find the killer closer to home. That's just my opinion. Okay. Our second update is out of Australia. There is a small update in the case of the Beaumont children. A search was conducted as of February of this year for the children. They were not found, unfortunately. They've been doing ongoing searches. 10,000 tons of soil turned over. They even had a privately funded dig in 2013 and 2018. And again in 2025. So they're not there, and they're pretty confident about that. But I guess that the person that's the suspect some evidence was given to an Adelaide court. A witness known only as Mr. B told Adelaide Magistrates Court that a man charged with the murders of two Adelaide teenagers named Henry Phipps. And the forensic team did find where two men dug a hole for Henry Phipps in 1966. Unfortunately, evidently, the bodies had been moved. So we have a suspect, which is crazy to think all these years later there's a suspect in that case. Beaumont children went missing from a beach in Australia. They were last seen at a store with a man who gave them $1. Their mother had given them change, and even the storekeeper, the sweets storekeeper, thought it was odd that they had currency and not change. And there were reports of seeing one of them running down the street. There's a lot. I will link my other discussion about it up in the cards so you can hear the whole case. This next update, there's a new suspect in the case of Muriel Drinkwater. Again, I'll link her in the cards. This was in the United Kingdom, this was in Wales. She was walking home down a wooded path, and her mother could see her at certain points on the path, and they waved, no biggie. And at a point in the path where the suspect knew she couldn't be seen by her mother, he murdered her. And this man, Ronnie Harris, worked at a farm under the direction of Muriel's father. He was actually hanged for 2 murders of members of his own family, but DNA testing is ongoing. They had another suspect, which proved not to be the killer. Let's hope this is the answers that her parents and her siblings need. It sounds promising to me. It really does. Let me know what you think. And our very last update, the St. Petersburg Jane Doe has been identified as Sylvia Atherton from Tucson, Arizona. There are 2 children missing with her. Well, one's a 20-year-old and one's a 5-year-old that were not found with her body. So that's going to be an interesting one to do. I may have to look into do it. I'm going to do the 2 kids at some point that are missing with her, because I think it's important now that especially now that she's been identified, that we talk about the 2 that are missing with her. Probably in June. Yeah, in June. I'll do that. Should I have done it first? Maybe. No, but seriously, I didn't have any idea, but I wanted to bring you the update. Anytime somebody's identified, whether I had the case or not, I like to let you know. So, and like I said, I did the preview. I know I'm a little early, and that's okay. So, thank you so much for joining me. God bless you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you for the first case of May in May. We have one more case for April, one more Doe Friday, which will be tomorrow. Then it's off to the races with me. So, and I'm looking forward to it. Some of these cases are very historic, which are my favorite cases to do, which is why I started a playlist for them, by the way. Any case where the person is too old to be alive today, I call a historic case. That had the person not had something happen to them, would not be alive today. So they'd be 100 years old or whatever. That to me is a historic case. And sometimes those cases are solved. Look at the case of Agnes Mulroney. Who would have ever in a million billion years thought that case would be solved? And that I would be given exclusive rights to announce it by the genetic genealogist. It was my honor, my pleasure. It's awesome. So, thank you so much for joining me. I am getting a new microphone because this one doesn't hook onto the camera. I am getting a thing to hook it onto the camera to use it for the other channel. To use it for the other channel. But I'm getting a microphone that sits on my desk to use for this channel. I'm trying to. Come on. Did I not have this in the way? Come on. There we go. So that I have the best quality audio for this channel. There we go. For this channel. Even though I know this microphone is decent and works well for the other channel. So anyway, that's where we're at. That's a little update on the channel itself. That'll be in soon. So the rest of the month we'll be done with the new microphone. I'm excited about that. So. Thank you. God bless you. Please subscribe. We are trying to get to 500 by the 4th of July. And 1,000 by the end of the year. Bye, guys. God bless you.